Hey, this is Mr. Longo, and I'm about to explain to you how to use a ruler. Now, of course, there's all sorts of different kinds of rulers, and the one that will get you by in this class is going to be something that can measure up to a 1/16th of an inch. Now, there are some that are much more precise, that can go to like 30 seconds. There's also some that are not as precise, where they only go to like 1/8 of an inch. So, being able to read a ruler is pretty important. The big tick marks are obviously your inches. This would be your 1-inch tick mark, and this would be your 2-inch tick mark. But then there's a whole bunch in between, and it's pretty important to be able to know how to read them. So the one that's right in the middle, that's going to be your 1/2 mark. So that's a 1/2 inch. If you go to the bigger one in between, the 1 and the 2, that would be 1.5 inches. Okay? And then there's also this one right here, which is a little bit smaller than a 1/2. That would be your 1/4 inch mark. And then in between that is your 1/8 inch, and then all of these little ones are 1/16th of an inch. There's always going to be 15 little tick marks between the 0 and the 1, and between the 1 and the 2, because once you get to the 16th one, you're at the next inch. Okay, so being able to read a ruler, again, is pretty important. So what you want to do is you want to line up the 0 with one of the endpoints of the segment you are about to measure. And then there's a couple of different ways. With more practice, you're going to get much better at this. Looking at that, you can see that you're halfway between the 1 and the 2 on the big tick mark. So that is going to be 1 and 1/2 inches, which we would write 1 and 1/2 inches. And another way you can do this is, if you are still practicing, is you can actually count the little tick marks as long as you know that they are measured to a 1/16th of an inch, which a lot of rulers will actually just tell you. So you got 1 full inch, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sixteenths. But 8/16ths reduces to 1/2, so it's the exact same thing. So you have 1 full inch plus another 1/2 inch, which is why we have 1.5 inches. Okay, the little double tick means we are measuring in terms of inches. If there was only 1, you'd be measuring in terms of feet. Okay, so for this one right here, we line it up, and this one we can see that we are measured to not all the way to the 1/2, but we are at one of the other bigger ones. So again, you can just count 1, 2, 3, 4 sixteenths. So we had 2 full inches plus 4 of the 16ths. 4 sixteenths will reduce to 1/4, or you can see right here as you practice, that is the 1/4 inch tick mark. So this would be 2 1/4 inches. Okay? So it just takes a little bit of practice. And that's how you read your ruler. You can use the shortcut as you practice. If not, you can just count the 16ths, always reduce. Okay, so the last one here, we do not even make it to a full inch. You can see that you are 1 tick mark away, which means this hit 15 out of the 16 tick marks to get to the 1 inch. So that means this is just 15/16ths of an inch, so it did not even make it to a full inch. Alright, that's how you use your ruler to measure segments. If you want to draw, then you just get to start anywhere you want and just start at your 0. And this one says we're going to draw 3 3/16ths. So what you do is you start at 0, you draw all the way to 3, and then you need to count 1, 2, 3 of the 16ths tick marks. And there you have it. That segment right there is 3 3/16ths inches long. Alright, so that's how you use a ruler. Hopefully that was helpful to you. This is Longo, and I'm out. See you, bye.